Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the match between FC Barcelona and Real Valladolid. Now, I think that you guys have heard about this enough, for me especially, because I've said this time and time again. This match is a game where I just think that Barcelona should not really prioritize having their best 11. Okay, and I mean this with the most respect. I do not want to say that Real Valladolid is a weak team. Maybe you guys are Valladolid fans, and I'm not trying to give that impression. I'm just saying that if we're going to be facing a team that's at the bottom of the league and they're going to go to the second division next season, and also knowing that Barcelona is going to have a match against Inter Milan like 3 days after, it makes the most sense for us to rotate a lot. So what we're going to be doing in this video, speak about exactly who should be in the starting 11. And we're also going to be talking about what Hansi Flick stated during the pre-match press conference, because he did give us some clues on what could go on, the type of placements he's going to be making. All of that is going to be talked about for today's video. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and if you guys want to comment, feel free. If you guys have any further adjustments that you guys believe that I should be making through this YouTube channel, just let me know. I'm open to all types of feedbacks. I don't care. We're all family here. So once again, if you guys are Barcelona fans, this is going to be the channel for you guys. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. And let's talk about Hansi Flick's press conference, because he did speak about Ter Stegen, bro. Like, Ter Stegen is happening. It really is happening. We're gonna add the title here, and Ter Stegen is going to be starting versus Real Valladolid. Okay, let me repeat that again. Ter Stegen, after 6 or 8 months, is gonna be starting versus Real Valladolid, and it's crazy because Hansi Flick did confirm this. It's gonna happen, right? We do have the website here coming from Barcelona itself. It is official. Ter Stegen will start. So I'm happy to see that Ter Stegen is back. I know that many are celebrating that are not Barcelona fans. They're saying, yes, thank God Ter Stegen is starting. He's going to be coming back to the squad, and he might be going over Szczęsny because Ter Stegen is not a good goalkeeper, and he's going to allow more goals, giving us an advantage to maybe go into first place, aka the Madrid fans or whatever. But I do have a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of excitement for Ter Stegen to finally return, because he is our club captain. And let's remember how he did perform right before he got the big ACL injury. He was doing amazing. Yes, I think that in the first 3 weeks of the season he was not so great, but he was picking up. His level was going higher and higher. Now here's the thing. Do I believe that because Ter Stegen is going to be back, is he going to be starting in every game moving forward until the end of the season? No, he's only starting because this is a game where there needs to be rotation, and that is it. Ter Stegen is only having this blessing because of the type of game that we're going to be playing and nothing more. Tech, aka Szczęsny, or you could just say Szczęsny, aka Tech, but we call him Tech out here. He is going to be the main starter for the rest of the season. Besides this match against Real Valladolid, it is Tech and only Tech. No one else is going to be taking his spot, and that's it. This is our goalkeeper. And here's the thing. Going into the next season and during preseason, let's remember, like, at the end of the day, whoever's the best performing goalkeeper will be starting. And right now, based off the two players that we have seen between Ter Stegen and Szczęsny does have the upper hand. So as long as Szczęsny continues to perform at this exceptional level, even though he has conceded a couple of goals in the past 3 to 4 matches, he's going to be over Ter Stegen, no problem. It does not matter if Ter Stegen was the previous captain. It does not matter that he has been here with us since 2015. Hansi Flick says it does not matter what your name is. If you are performing better than your opposition who plays in the exact same position as you, you're going to be starting. So I think that as long as Szczęsny continues to be better than Ter Stegen, we should have nothing to worry about. And maybe we can just see a season, right? We're talking about the next season, where Szczęsny is the player who starts in La Liga matches and in the Champions League matches, and you have Ter Stegen starting in the Spanish Super Cup matches and also in the Copa del Rey matches, which also means that Peña is no longer going to be with us. But that's good, right? Like, it's not good for Peña, but it's good for us because we have 2 very good goalkeepers, which is Ter Stegen and Szczęsny. After that season, which takes us to the 2026-2027 season, we'll see, because we don't even know what's gonna happen with Hansi Flick himself by the time that his second season does end. So yeah, Ter Stegen will be starting. Moving on towards the next thing, right, that Hansi Flick stated. And we're going to be talking about Lewandowski and Alejandro Balde. This is what Hansi Flick had to say about these two players, right? Let me switch back here so you guys don't get confused. This is what he said about these two players, right? We have to wait and see how things progress day by day. They're on the right track, but we have to wait and see. It's the same with Casado, who did part of the training session today. We can't take any risk. Lewandowski is progressing very well, and we'll have to see what happens with Alejandro Balde. Then he spoke with more emphasis on Lewandowski, and he stated he might be back for the second leg against Inter Milan. Lewandowski is doing very well, and his progress is much better than we expected. We'll have to see. He's a great professional, and as always, works hard to be at 100%. He might be back on Tuesday. So thank God that Lewandowski and Alejandro Balde have the chance to make it for the second leg, because we do need those two players. As you can see here, this is the main question, right? Will Lewandowski, Alejandro Balde return for FC Barcelona against Inter Milan? And I believe that they will. I believe that Balde and Lewandowski will do just enough to at the very least make it to the squad, like maybe be on the bench, because you know, like if things don't go well, let's just say, for example, here's the thing, here's the beauty between like with having Lewandowski and Balde on the bench. Let's just say that we have the exact same 11 starting that we saw in the first leg. That's fine. Maybe if things don't go well, maybe it is worst case scenario and it is 1-1 at San Siro. Well, we can have there's no problem, right? We can have Lewandowski and Alejandro Balde come in the last 20 minutes and maybe give us that upper edge slightly, right, by adding that extra firepower and going for the 2-1, and that's it. That's all we need. It's a couple of minutes with Lewandowski and Alejandro Balde in the last 20 minutes, assuming that it's still very, very, leveled, and it is kind of hard to get through Inter Milan, and we just need that extra bump in the attack. It's fine for me to see Lewandowski and Balde come in the last 20. So it's good news. It's good news overall that they're going to be available overall. So I can't wait to see what's in store for the match against Inter Milan at San Siro. It's going to be so hectic. I cannot wait. And I'm also going to be going live on that day. So now let's move on towards the next conversation. And kind of like what Hansi Flick stated, Casado is going to be returning very soon, and sooner than expected. He trained with a group earlier today, partial, right? Maybe like 45 to 50% with the players and the other 50% by himself. So that's also good news. I expect Casado to maybe come back, I would say, after the Clásico. Maybe there's a chance that he might make it for the Clásico, but I would just say, to keep it safe, after the Clásico. Now moving on towards the next one, right? Hansi Flick also talked about rotations, hence the reason why I'm going to be giving out this 11 that I will be giving out in about a minute. But this is what Hansi Flick stated about rotations. I can change a lot of things tomorrow. As a coach, you have to think about the next games too, but I live in the present. Tomorrow we have a game and we have to win it. If there's a special one against Valladolid, that could change the starting lineup against Inter Milan. I think I have 6 or 7 starting players in mind for the return leg, but not the others. And he also spoke about the league race and why he does not want to underestimate Valladolid. And he said, our goal is to win La Liga. It's a title you win after a long season, and you have to play at your highest level. We don't care if they're in the second division next season. You can lose La Liga in these kind of games. It's worth remembering what we suffered against Leganés and Las Palmas in the first half of the season. So Hansi Flick is very well aware that he does not want to make any big mistakes, okay? Like, he does not want to underestimate Valladolid and tell the players like, hey, you guys can relax. It's going to be easy. We have to reserve our energy for the next match against Inter Milan. Like, he's not saying he's not saying things like that. So it's good to know that these players, they're going to make it, right? And I think, and I hope that we get like a 3-4, 5-0, and maybe we might even see Tony Fernandez. I would also like to see moves like that being made, right? I think that this team does need it. So now let's move on towards the last conversation, right? And now let's talk about the predicted starting 11. So this is going to be my starting 11. And so here it is. We have Ter Stegen in goal, just like Hansi Flick discussed. We have a back line of Hector Fort on the right back position, Eric Garcia and Christensen as our center back pairings, Gerard Martin on the left back position, Gavi and Frankie double pivot, with our attacking four being Ferran Torres, Pablo Torre, Ansu Fati, and Pau Victor. Now, I think that an 11 like this is very much possible. As you can see, I am resting Yamal, Rafinha. I'm resting Daniel Olmo. I'm resting. I mean, Jules Koundé cannot play, but you know what I mean. Who else? Eric Garcia is going to go back to the center back position. We're going to need him for the match against Inter Milan. He's going to be playing on the right back position, but I don't mind him playing with Andreas Christensen. These two players do have chemistry in some way because they have been playing a lot together under Xavi Hernandez. So it's going to be very exciting to see the OG center back pairing of Xavi Hernandez, which is Eric Garcia and Christensen. But yeah, I'm also resting Ronald Araujo. Obviously, Balde Lewandowski's not going to be there. Rafinha's not going to be there. I don't want to see Pedri either whatsoever. I don't want to see Kubarsi nor Inigo Martinez. Hence the reason why you see Christensen there with Eric Garcia. So I liked the few minutes that Christensen gave against Inter. It was a lot of fun. Like, he completed a lot of passes, and I'm like, dude, it's like almost as if you never really got injured. And he made a few. I think he made three passes into the final third immediately, right? It's pretty cool. And so yeah, I also want to see Gerard Martin. I know that Gerard Martin is not really the most popular option to all Barcelona fans, but against Real Valladolid, I hope that he can do at the very least an 8 out of 10 type of job. With our double pivot of Gavi and Frankie, I can't think of any other CDMs. I would like to say Casado, but you know, Casado's injured. But we're gonna have Frankie there to be the ball retainer, with Gavi getting more minutes. And then obviously you have the big three up there of Pau Victor, Pablo Torre, and Ansu Fati, 3 players who do not get any minutes whatsoever. They have like less than 600 minutes so far this season. So I believe that they deserve it. They deserve some game time. Pablo Torre as a 10 excites me. Ferran Torres moving to the right wing position. He has played in those positions before. I believe that he'll bring more fluidity. Pau Victor as well. Pau Victor has played in the right wing position before. So don't be surprised if we see Ferran Torres and Pau Victor exchange positions, right? Very fluid, very dynamic. And obviously you have Ansu Fati on the left, bringing in the width. I liked his debut that happened recently, a couple of games ago. He was very explosive, I would say. Not the most explosive, but he has made an improvement, and maybe he can get some goals against Real Valladolid. So this is a game for a lot of players who have not gotten a lot of minutes this season to start. So that is it, right? Let me know what you guys think about this starting 11, and that is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.